These docks really take an extreme beating every winter. The ice comes in, we get a south wind, it smashes the cribs, it moves the rocks. It doesn't matter if you got 10,000 pounds or 50,000 pounds of rocks there, the ice will still do a bunch of damage. So the ice came off a couple of days ago. Now we got to get into the water and we get these things ready for the planes to come in so that we're not hitting nails and hitting spikes and breaking float planes.
A few docks got crushed over the spring from the ice buildup. We're helping Joel out to get it done so the season starts nice for him.
Hey, Brook.
How you making out, Mike?
Great job on the design on these petitions we got printed.
What do you got? Oh, dude, those are awesome. I've been flying a float plane for 25 years and I've noticed vast decreases in wildlife, big game animals, moose in particular. You're pumping this issue out to the masses. It's doing awesome. Excellent. Good job, Mike. Fantastic. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. See ya. Hey, what I'm seeing is the chemical spraying having an absolutely devastating effect on big game populations. If a big game animal is exposed to these chemicals during pregnancy, it leads to miscarriage, and I'm sure that it's a contributing factor to where the moose are disappearing and why they're disappearing.
Up to the Sky Ranch.
Hey Mitch, how you doing? It's Joel with their Ivanhoe.
Yeah.
Hey Mitch, I'm just wondering how we're doing for planes. We're coming right along on this dock. We're still good for Monday for pickup?
Oh yeah.
The planes are all getting serviced by our good friend Mitch up at Sky Ranch up in Cochrane. We'll do a quick burn on each one of them, bring it back to the dock, make sure that they all look good, and then we're all gone.
Okay, yeah.
He's been working on beavers since he was a kid, almost since the time they started creating these things. Hey Mike, what are we saying? What's the news?
You know the tie-off at the front of the dock?
Yeah, what about them?
Yeah. Well, that tie-off line, when this dock got shifted, it dragged.
Mike just called me and said his dock also took a beating. We're gonna go over there and help him work on his dock, get his dock ready, and he's gonna come over and help us later on our dock. Making out.
Good. Okay, brothers, so you know how the dock used to come straight out here?
Yeah.
And that section was attached to it?
That's just kind of how it works up in Northern Ontario. Just your dock gets exploded this year by the ice, I'll come help you. My dock gets exploded next year by the ice, you'll come help me. Ironically, this year both of our docks got exploded by the ice, so we're gonna help each other. We can't find the pins. We put them in a super safe and a super secure spot. So safe and so secure that we can't find them. We have no idea where they're at. You didn't find them anywhere? You look in all the trucks? I don't know what we're gonna do. If we can't find these pins, we can't get the wings out. If we can't get the wings out, we get nowhere to park the boats. If we get nowhere to park the boats, we get nowhere to park the planes. This is like a disaster. So let's see what we can go find in the back shop. We got a little inventory of collection of hardware that's probably 70 years old. So, you know, you pull off some random nuts and bolts. If you live 5 minutes from Home Depot, you throw them away. If it takes you half a day to go to Home Depot, you put them in your shop. So we are gonna got some washers, so that's gonna be helpful. Threaded nuts and bolts, and we're gonna have to double nut some stuff. A couple of these guys. This is kind of weird, but it's gonna work. That's kind of like the story of my life. Kind of weird, but gonna work. We've got some other hardware that we found. It's not the right stuff, but that's basically the life of a bush pilot. You find stuff that's not the right stuff and you make it work. And that's exactly what we're gonna go do. Today is our buffer day, and now there's 6 inches of snow and it's -10 out. Tomorrow the weather's calling to go above freezing again, so perfect timing. We're gonna go get the float planes.
I was gonna be so stoked to fly this puppy.
This is really our first test flights for the year. We're doing our test flights right here at the airbase, and we're hoping that we can get all 4 airplanes out of here, but we don't really know. We got one airplane that's got a brand new engine in it. We've got other airplanes that have had quite a bit of adjustments and work on them over the winter, and it's just like anything else. You know, you gotta test them and try them, and you want to make sure that they're perfect before you take them home.
Well, this one here has got the fresh engine.
Okay,
so it's
brand new.
Brand new overhauled engine.
So don't
it needs to be
explode the $80,000 engine on your first day.
Hey Mitch, it's Joel again. I think I'm gonna come back to the dock and see if we can do another adjustment on this carb heat. It's like it's tight.
Okay, I'll have a look.
The water rudders are a little bit tighter than I'm used to, and the carb heat cable's a little bit tighter than I'm used to. And it's definitely doable, but I'm gonna have you guys readjust it a little bit for me just so it's perfectly adjusted for exactly what I want, exactly what I'm used to.
Maybe we're gonna have to sleep in a hotel room tonight. I guess we're gonna find out here in just a minute.
The rudders feel like they're just tight. Inside the float compartment, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's great. That's awesome news. My wife wants to know if I'm gonna make it home tonight. I don't know what to tell her. We're gonna see. I'm kind of stuck here right now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it home. We got about a half an hour till we run out of daylight, and then we're gonna either leave a beaver here or spend the night in Cochrane. I'll figure it out and I'll call you and I'll let you know. We're gonna give up on this plane for the night.
Okay.
And then we're gonna figure out if we're all gonna ride back in ERE or if we're gonna get a hotel. I don't think the weather's gonna be calling for good weather for flying tomorrow, so we might end up just leaving this beaver here with you.
Yeah, because I think that's what they're calling for bad weather for 2 days.
Almost ready. Never get stressed out. Never get stressed out. It doesn't help.
Didn't work out, but whatever. Not gonna get stressed out. Now, I think that we're gonna make it home in time.
When a big fire burns right through the nation, let us assume for the sake of conversation, how sweet it's been now since the flood.
What's going on with you guys? You awake or what?
Oh yeah, we're
How
awake.
you doing?
Getting out of the office now. I'm ready to go fishing.
What do you want to fish for? Trout?
I want to go trout fishing, and I think that I finally picked out the perfect spot.
Yeah, let's make our way to the lodge. We'll see you in a bit, Joel.
All right, sounds like a plan. We'll meet you at the lodge in a sec.
You're going to bring this little butane stove. I think it's a perfect place to have a little shore lunch. So
Oh.
we got the stove, and we're going to cook some fish right on the shore.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, let's go.
So you guys ready or what?
Ready to go?
Ready to go?
Okay, a couple fishing rods, and we got our gear. My mom's got a pile of chives. There's like so many, they're like growing like weeds right now. See all this stuff right here? All of this, like this stuff right here, this my mom's got in the garden. I'm just gonna start trimming and hacking. Don't tell my mom I'm cutting up her garden though, okay? She'd be a little,
You might have to make it fast because I think she's standing around somewhere.
uh-oh.
When you bring her some
Let's
nice
deal with
trout,
this
when you bring
later.
her a couple trout tonight, she'll forget all
Oh,
about it.
you don't think we're gonna eat them all out there? Let's go get that boat loaded. I'm
All right.
itching to get out of here. Lift up. Oh, this is heavy already, eh? Okay. Fine. Now, guys, you know what we need? I'm just thinking about it.
Net?
Worms. A couple dozen worms. A couple dozen worms.
4 dozen worms. Hey, Trav, got the worms, bud?
All right, you ready to go?
Let's do it.
I think this is it, but let's go another 8, 10, let's go another 500 yards down the road. Doesn't that look like
Well, no, but yes.
right there? This is it. We're gonna walk this the whole way, or are we gonna drag this the whole way?
Let's walk in. Once we get tired, we'll drag. And I don't think that was too
So
bad.
let's, well, no, but we've only gone 5
Okay,
feet.
so take
So
5.
let's lift and let's go then.
Take 5.
Listen,
Tie up.
what do you hear?
Wait.
Trout. They're waiting for us. Let's go. Yep, I'd say we're definitely dragging. Let's go 5 more feet. 5 more feet. Motor down, motor down. I see water.
See your water?
Yeah, we're here.
We see it.
This is it. This is it.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Okay, ready? Load 2, Miguel. How'd you get all soaking wet? What happened?
I think it's a better idea for me to come back with a 4-wheeler and get out of here.
Yeah.
The next one's going to be easy. The next one's the canoe and the lightweight stuff. Except for the 2 motors.
That's why a lot of these places stay good, because a lot of people don't want to put in the work.
Finally found a little foot trail to walk down, you know, a couple hundred yards to the river. We did it in 2 trips, but let me tell you, it was definitely not easy.
There's a trail right here.
Let me go past you guys.
That's why.
That's what I'm saying. This thing's it's loaded.
Start setting up the boat.
I should have said I'll take the motors.
I wanted to take them earlier, but it's fine.
I'm worried the handle's gonna break.
You guys are slacking back there or what?
Slacking. I'll trade ya.
Finally got to the river and it looks gorgeous. Right away, getting bites.
Little trout.
Little speck.
I think it's a speck. Yeah, it's gotta be a speck.
Oh, you said it nice.
Yeah, I think we got a nice trout on
So
here.
as we thought, Joel would get us on to the first fish. I'm gonna.
Oh, look at this. It's a beautiful.
Whoa! I just got one right at the boat.
Catch one. You still got it.
He's
Put
right
your line
at-
in the water.
he's
Put
right-
your line
right
back.
at- right at the
Put your
boat.
line in the water, Travis. They're here, man. Engine off. Travis, get your line in the
I
water.
just missed
Miguel,
one.
line in the water.
What do you got, Joel?
Nice brook trout. Real nice brook trout.
Wow!
boys.
Look at that. Look at.
Fantastic size.
And I just missed one. Nice job, Joel.
Okay, guys. So, Travis, we found a little school of them here, obviously, and guys, even better, they're biting today. I really have my doubts, so
Nice
really,
fish, Joel.
really nice. We're gonna have a fry tonight, after all, guys. Whew, just about lost them.
Well, leave it to Joel. It brings us to the fish again. Got a bite right here. Oh, I just.
Miguel, get
He's
him.
there. He's there. He's there.
Get a couple trout, Miguel.
He's
Get
right
him.
here, he's
Get
there.
him. Set him.
Oh, God.
Get him back in the water.
It's not very deep, really.
Well, it's 8 feet of water.
It's hit or miss. It's usually like feast or famine when it comes to trout fishing.
6 feet
There
of
he
water.
is. He's back. He's back. There he is.
There
Oh
you go.
man, I missed him.
It might be minnows too. It might not
Could
be
be.
fish. That's definitely not
nice
minnow.
set, Joel.
Oh, that's a tiny guy. We're gonna let him go though.
Yep.
He's only about a 7-incher. We're gonna let him go.
We're fishing early in the spring right now, and the water is just so cold, and these brook trout are just so beautiful.
Although look at this. So what do we got?
What is that?
That's a chub minnow. Chub minnow.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Good. And at first, all we were catching were these minnows, no bigger than 4 or 5 inches. So we kept throwing those ones back, and hopefully we get onto some trout. They're hard to catch.
Some of these chubs are pretty huge. No, shiner minnow on. Shiner chub minnow. So that's going to be a problem, maybe. I don't know why there's so many chubs in here.
What do we got there?
It's a stick. Stick roll, Miguel. You got a stick roll. Throw that one back.
We're not putting this one on the fry?
Throw that stick roll back into the lake. I'm going to bomb through this next red chunk.
Went through a couple of narrow stretches with a lot of weeds, and then boom, the mother hole. You can just see it. It's a beautiful deep hole on a corner with a beaver hut.
And this looks perfect, Travis. We got exactly what you would possibly want. The weeds are all stopped. Right in the corner is usually where the deep holes are at. You got nice rocks on the left, which usually tell you that you got deeper water. You got a beaver hut on the right, which usually tells you got a lot of feed.
Get that little weed bed coming out of the point around the corner.
The little tiny insects feeds the little tiny minnows, feeds the trout, feeds the fishermen. And it all starts from the beaver. So just remember that.
Miguel, this guy is
Oh, nice, Joel. What do you
another
got?
nice brook trout.
Here's your net.
Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be better off with the net or without the net, but pass me the net. Okay, another nice brook trout.
Beauty. Number two.
Number 2 for the creel.
Beauty.
So
Oh, nice fish, Joel.
he's
Nice
not big, but he's going to be. Now we're pretty well guaranteed we're having a fish fry tonight, guys. And right where we were talking about, exactly where we were talking about, right? And so where there's one, there's probably more. So let's go see if we can't catch a couple more. Okay, guys?
Fish on, boys. Oh, he's not bad. I don't think he's too bad. He's a little speck.
You need the net, Miguel?
I don't think so. I think I can bring him in right like this. Bring him in a little bit closer.
You sure you don't want to
Nope.
net him?
He's not that big. Hey,
It's a perch, buddy.
is it a perch?
It's a perch.
Little perch?
Perch.
Oh, nice.
Did you know there was perch here?
I didn't know there was perch here. You got me all excited. That's not gonna win.
We just got to this beautiful set of waterfalls. So we've got this idea to take a walk up the waterfalls and do some casting into the pools. I sent Miguel out first, and I don't know if he couldn't see what was going on in the back of the boat, but he pulled the boat up so far out of the water, the back of the canoe sunk, and all of our stuff started sinking.
Miguel got soaking wet there as we almost sunk a minute ago. Let's see if we can get you guys a trout. I saw a little pool up here. I've caught a couple. Let's see if you can get casting in there. That was a fish. That was definitely a fish. That was 100% a brook trout right in there, guys. I guarantee there's at least one, and he's a nice one.
Bigger than a minnow anyways. There's no way it would have been able to carry it across the rapids.
Trout, I would have thought it would have grabbed the whole thing. I feel like it's minnows messing with us in here. Take another cast or two, and then I think we move on.
We're in and out of the canoe here on a bunch of slippery rocks, and I just fell out of the boat, so everyone had a good laugh, but I got to dry off now.
Okay, give me a second. Let me just bail out the canoe again.
This is the second time now in about 30 minutes that Miguel's actually tipped the canoe, and I've had to jump into the river. So now I'm completely soaking wet.
Oh, right in the underwears. That was a bad move. That was a bad move. Okay.
Now you got them all cleaned up and turned in with me.
Found this really interesting spot to do a shore lunch. It's just unique. It's like the only stone around in this big gigantic swamp. And the otters are using it, the beavers are using it, all the animals are using it. So we decided that we would go use it too, make a nice little fish fry up there with some of these trout.
It's a big chub.
Yeah, so we caught quite a few of them. Joel, you think we should maybe try using a couple for bait?
I just think we're maybe struggling to catch these trout because they just got so much natural feed here. You don't fillet them like a regular fish. You just basically cut their head off and gut them and cook them whole. Cut their head off right there as soon as you pop through, and then you go right up the anus hole there, right up the belly, and then you're just gonna basically get in there with your finger, and you're gonna start pulling it open and separating it. And again, you got a blood vein down the center, and I'm sure you could cook it, but it just doesn't taste very good. So you take your thumb, and you dig it in. Check this out, Travis. Isn't this cool? Like a little cutting board
Oh wow, yeah.
out of stone. Look at this. Like, isn't this cool? Like just like a perfectly flat rock just out of nature, just as a slate to work with.
Let a fish on.
Fish on. A real fish?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going with. It's another minnow, Miguel.
It's another minnow, Miguel.
Awesome. I think I'm gonna wait on cooking those chubs, and maybe we'll bring them home and figure out if they're edible later. This is one of my favorites. It's a Coghlan spice pack, and basically, you know, you just grab it every time you go camping, and it's got a nice little mixture, and they make a couple different packs. But really, big fan of these guys. Let's go seafood.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go seafood.
I like seafood.
I like seafood. You know why it smells so sweet? Sympathy fish always taste the sweetest.
No kidding. That's a good way to put it.
This is a Coleman. It's called a dual fuel cook stove, and this product is really cool. I think because it'll accept both.
Okay.
And it's readily available, and you don't have to buy canisters. You don't have to buy anything. You just throw a little gas in there. The trick to know if they're cooked or not is if the meat starts separating off the bones with a fork. Like, I'm gonna flip one over. They're real close. I think that they're really, really close. So look at this. So this is still a little bit like, you see how it's not separating?
Okay, yeah,
And it's not falling off the bones.
Yeah.
And also, you see there's a little bit of pink in there, like on the bones themselves.
Yeah.
So that means that it's still cooking. Let's just see.
Smells good, guys. Holy cow.
See, it's like bloody in there.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see it's kind of like bloody a little bit.
Yeah, like murky. Eh?
Oh, I
Yes.
just had a missed one right here.
Kind of murky.
Oh, I think I got another one here.
Oh yeah, that's coming together nicely.
Another chub.
Fresh chives again.
Oh, here we go. Fish on, boys.
Fish on, Miguel.
There we go. Well, it's a chub. Do we still consider those fish?
No. Hey, Miguel, come up and join us for some food, man. It's ready, and
Smells good. I'm coming.
we got to get off the river.
Yeah, we're losing daylight.
We're losing daylight. There you go, Travis. This is for you, man. So,
Perfect.
whole fish. This is for you. Got your percent. Make sure.
Delicious. So good.
As soon as you get past the, back of the rib cage, all the tail stuff just pushes right off to the side. Just super, super easy.
Oh, incredible, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
So everything came together. The plan came together. I love fresh brook trout. And there's nothing fresher than 20 minutes to go swimming on the river. Definitely my favorite flavor of fish out of everything in the north. And by far the most challenging to go get.
I think the tips are a little crispy, but I get that chive flavor.
I think that maybe next time we won't put the chives in right away. Put the chives in towards the end. Because some of them that went in at the very beginning, I mean, they taste good, but they're black.
Kind of like bean sprouts, right? You got to put them in at the end of the stir fry.
That's what I think we should have done. Guys, we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes are starting to show up.
They are.
I was going to fish on the way back, but I don't think we got time.
Not with the loss of daylight that we're having.
No.
Every second counts.
No, it's time to go. Let's pack up and let's roll. Okay, guys?
Good day. Sounds good. Yep.
This program was brought to you by these fine sponsors.